Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. I just wanted to go through some of the materials I've gathered over the years, and specifically as far as fictional model railroaders out there. Mcclelland, I think, has been the biggest influence on me personally. I did manage to actually catch the original articles that appeared in Railroad Model Craftsman, which later got all put together into the V&O story, which is just fantastic. And you know, you look at a lot of the videotapes, and I'm going to go through all this stuff just to give folks some things if they're interested in doing a little bit more research on his different railroads. He had a couple of them, layouts, that is. Just some resources you might be able to try to find. But this is always out on eBay, and it's basically a summation of all of the, 6 or 7 articles that were in Railroad Model Craftsman. I guess, was it in the 70s? I can't even remember. I think it was 70s. Because I was actually in high school, but still interested in model railroading back then. But this, you know, you might see some of the videotapes of his stuff today and go, well, you know, that's not very detailed. Well, at the time, they didn't really have super detailed models. And what's funny is, you know, here's a special run boxcar that was put out by I can't remember, Fox Valley, and you know, he never even had, things didn't exist of that detailed. You had to super detail all the stuff yourself back when his railroad was around. But more importantly, just his whole concept of the overall package, you know, the railroad itself, how realistic it was operating a model railroad like it's a real railroad, you know, having a dispatcher, having a real CTC panel and controlling operations through signals and radio headsets, and basically just the whole package. So, you know, he didn't specialize in one particular aspect like super detailing. And, you know, if you've been in the hobby for a while, you know, the V&O, Virginian and Ohio, is not anything you haven't heard of. But I'm just going to go through some of the things where you can find lots of information. This is just some of the railroad magazines I've collected. Here's a November 1982 Model Railroader. It's an anniversary visit to the Virginia and Ohio. And then a Railroad Model Craftsman, which has got all kinds of stuff in it, March of 1983. Here's a demonstration of the changing of the paint schemes, like on the boxcar I've got here. This is December 1985, Railroad Model Craftsman. This is a new track plan that Mcclelland had gotten, I think, when he expanded his basement. This is January of 1998. And then the annual publications. This one in 2009 actually shows the second layout that he was building in his home, which didn't really get completely finished, but did become operational. And then this is yet another one in 2014. That's in 2009. Then I've collected myself over the years, just various articles that I may have seen online or something. I think this was, I don't even remember where this is from. I put this in in a binder because I think I printed it from offline. This shows his last layout he had with some of the stuff being unfinished. And of course, you know, that's all fine and dandy. There's the original. No, I'm sorry. That is his last layout that he actually had created. The Golly division of the Virginian in Ohio. Anyways, as far as videotapes and stuff, the oldest one, which is still really good, it was actually on VHS tape, and it was, I think, a Great Model Railroads series, and it was episode 11. This is basically a copy of that same movie from, I want to say it was 1992 or something like that, and it's basically half of this DVD, but it just goes through a really good summary of his layout and a lot of the principles and things he believed in. This is probably one of the most famous ones from Pentrex. They did a really professional grade DVD on his original layout before he tore it down, and you know, people have gone out and done fictitious, you know, CGIs. Like here's a CGI that somebody did of some F units hauling some coal hoppers, and likewise here's a bunch of SD40-2s that with you know, this is computer generated, but he's, you know, lent his railroad name and some of his photographs to like Woodland Scenics and other things. But this Afton division finale is just amazing. And I've added a little bit of stuff here that I've collected myself. You know, here's another picture of, this was the addition that he had put onto his house, and this basically extended the original layout some, as well as, I think this is probably an original printout of the actual, yeah, this shows the layout with the I think that's got the extension on it. One of these is his true original layout. Yeah, here it is at the bottom. Hey, here we go. This is the no, that's still with the extension on it. Original layout was from this point forward. The very bottom, I think, is his original layout. Yeah, here we go. This is what the original layout looked before he expanded on this section, and you know, it's a point-to-point with you know, you couldn't run trains in loops. I mean, everything he had through trains as well as some locals. He had a way of covering. He had staging tracks in various places to simulate trains, you know, coming to and off the layout, and basically make it a lot more realistic. There's somebody did a modern fictitious paint scheme for an F unit, which was on the internet, and there's one of his SD40-2s, and you know, you've seen stuff just in the last several years where people have I think they made some N-scale as well as HO locomotives, and then the very last video Alan Keller did, really nice job. This is the Golly division, and it basically shows that layout, even though it's not finished. Wanted to document it before it was torn down. And anyways, I would just highly recommend to anybody who's really, really interested in an amazing model railroader and somebody who really puts it all together. All these things are great, but let me tell you, this book to me is sort of the Bible on how to really do it right. And he goes through every aspect of what goes into a good model railroad. You know, background research, design, construction, scenery and structures, locomotives, rolling stocks, operation, perspectives, past and future, train procedures, directories, car cards, waybills, interchange, changing eras, modern operations. And there's a picture of him several years ago. And anyways, just wanted to throw that out there for everybody, because his writings and his layout have really meant a lot to me over the years, and just wanted to share that with everybody. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.